Defensive lineman number 99, senior Kingsley Amadi. Defensive lineman number 56, senior Trevor Garbo. Defensive lineman number 95, senior Dan Wiedmeyer. Defensive back number 36, sophomore Alex Morrison. Defensive back number 14, junior Cam Richardson. Defensive back number 4, junior MJ Griffin. Defensive back number 1, senior Tom Rock. Starting at linebacker number 22, junior Connor Terry. At linebacker number 2, senior Ethan Pollock. And starting at linebacker number 41, senior C. Led by head coach Joe Conklin, now in the 6th season with the Hornets.
We now ask that you stand and join the Saline Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Scott Cannon in Iron America with the playing of the Star Spangled Banner.
Kick travels into the end zone, ball is spotted on the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, Ann Arbor. In at quarterback for Pioneer, number 8, Nate Uhas. Number 11, Lyle Onafade on the run, tackled by number 99, Kingsley Amani. Loss of 5 on the play. 2nd and 15. Quarterback is sacked on the play by number 94, Brad Wisniewski. Brings up 3rd and long. Ball is spotted on the 9-yard line.
Again, 2 to the short side for Pioneer. Uhas takes a quick snap out. Passes to complete to number 11, Lyle Onafade. Pickup of about 6. Brings up 4th and 15. Danny Wiedmeyer in on the tackle. Ethan Collick will be back to receive the punt back at Pioneer's 45-yard line. End over end punt. Collick lets it bounce. It takes a Pioneer bounce down to the 36-yard line. That's where Saline will take over on its own 36-yard line at 1st and 10 with 9:19 remaining here in the first quarter. Saline's been on a roll since that first week when they suffered their only loss of the season at the Big House to Rockford, and since then they've dominated most every opponent. Really wearing teams down in the second half, and let's see what they can do today. It's been victory today clinches another SEC Red Conference title. Cole Daniels back, hands off to Ryan Monday. Monday cuts it inside, carries it out over to the 50-yard line, gain of about 16 yards, where it'll be first down Saline on the Pioneer 49-yard line. Langston Larimore Josie on the tackle for Pioneer. Flag stops the play. Legal procedure against Saline. Andrew Dively was in motion. Jack Loveland, the split end, moved. causing a 5-yard penalty. Brings it back to the Saline 46-yard line where it'll be 1st and 15.
First and 15, ball from the 46-yard line.
Saline splits out 2, both to the short and wide side. Quick pass, complete to Andrew Dively at the midfield stripe. Carries a few Pioneer tacklers down to about the 45-yard line. Gain of about 9 yards. Bring up 2nd and 6 for Saline at the Pioneer 45-yard line. Hand off to Monday, sweeps around end, carries it over the 40, takes on a tackler, and picks up the first down. Patrick Parton in on the tackle. And number 21, Eric Steinhauer. First down Saline at the 38-yard line of Pioneers. Saline keeps that offense rolling. Again, handoff to Money, carries it over to the left side, wide hole, kicks it to the outside, cuts it in for a touchdown. Beautiful touchdown run by Brendan Monday for the first score. There is an injury on the play. One of the Saline linemen looks like he got an ankle. Number 70, Dimitri Douglas. Dimitri is committed to go to Michigan State, so let's hope it's just a bruise or cramp or something. And training staff's out there dealing with it. Now remember, our last game of the season is next week here at home against Ypsilanti. All right, looks like Dimitri is up. He's walking a little gingerly. Hopefully it's nothing major. Might have twisted an ankle. See if the training staff can tape him up and see how he can get back in. Going to need to long run in the playoffs, so looks to be walking a little bit better as he gets closer to the sideline, so that's a positive sign. Training staff take him over the bench and take a look at him. Vinny Pateri will be kicking the extra point. Holder will be Cole Daniels. Kick is up. Kick is good. And that makes the score Saline 7, Pioneer nothing, with 7:57 remaining here in the first quarter. A very quick and efficient drive for your Hornets. That's what we'd like to see to start the game. Hope they can keep that up. Again, it's imperative that we get a lot of these younger kids playing time, not only for this game, but you never know with the long playoff run. And as we see with Dimitri Douglas, a little banged up on that first drive, you just never know when your number is going to be called. And next man up philosophy, so you got to be ready. And it's a long season, so it's great to get some of these kids playing time. Back deep for Pioneer is Michael McDonald, number 11, Lyle Onfati. Kicking off for Saline will be Vinny Pateri. Pateri puts a foot in it, and again another big kick into the end zone for an automatic touchback. Yeah. So the first down, Pioneer at the 20-yard line. They lost 5 yards on that first series, so we'll see if they can get anything moving. Again, it's crucial for their offensive line to hold out that stellar Saline defensive line. They really put pressure on you. Again, Again, Nate Uhas is quarterback for Pioneer. Two to the wide side, but here comes a man in motion. Uhas fakes the handoff, keeps it, and loses about a yard and a half. Brings up 2nd and 11. Host of Saline tacklers on that play. Saline's last regular season game is next week here at Hornet Stadium against Ypsilanti High and Coach Freddie Jackson. Uhas in with 4 guys split out wide. Uhas takes the snap. Pass is complete to number 2. Michael McMillan. Good for another 1-yard loss. Out. No, they said he got back to the line of scrimmage. So tackle by MJ Griffin brings up 3rd and 11. Saline's looking for answers here, or Pioneer's looking for answers here because they tried that quick hitter on a pass and just didn't seem to have anything. But as soon as he caught it, he was drilled. Again, Uhas in the backfield with 2 split out to the wide side. Uhas takes the snap, rolls that way. He is chased. They lose that tackle and tackled by Tom Ropp at the 25-yard line, where it'll be 4th and 5. So with that pickup, Pioneers back to 0 yardage as opposed to being negative. So I guess that's one positive for them. Back deep again will be number 2, Ethan Collick. 13 will be punting for Pioneer, Patrick Parton. Punt snapped over his head. Parton picks it up, and it's recovered in the end zone by Saline for a touchdown. There is a flag on the play. I think the punter was down when he touched the ball. So I think that's what they're conferring on. We'll see what they say. It's an illegal batting otherwise, maybe the call, because you can't throw well, you can, actually, punter can throw it out of the back of the end zone. So we'll be waiting to see what they come up with here. My guess is they may call it down at where he touched it. Nope. Touchdown, Saline.
The touchdown is good.
Point lead with 5:34 remaining here in the first quarter. Kick is down, kick is good. And that makes the score Saline 14, Pioneer nothing with 5:34 remaining. This is not the start that Pioneer was hoping for, and it is exactly the start that Saline was hoping for. They have, since that opening loss, they have been just a fairly well-oiled machine. The offense is really clicking now. Hopefully that bodes well for the future here in the playoffs. Vinny Pateri will be kicking off again here. Number 11, Lyle Anfade, will be back deep. And Michael McMullen. So far they haven't had an opportunity to return any of these kicks. They are all been touchbacks. Ball penalty. They're enforcing the penalty from the touchdown. So he's going to be kicking off from the 45-yard line. Unfortunately, there was a 15-yard penalty against Pioneers, so he'll be kicking off from the Pioneer 45-yard line.
Saline will kick off from the Pioneer 45 after the penalty.
Let's see if Saline tries something different here with a short field, maybe an onside kick, a pooch kick, and that's exactly what it is. We'll see if Saline recovers it, and they do. Well, you know, you had to expect something like that from Saline. They have a strong history of these onside kicks, and they didn't. Not a big risk when you're kicking off on your own your opponent's 45-yard line. It is recovered by Vinny Pateri, the kicker, recovered that. So it's first down, Saline at the Pioneer 33-yard line. Dimitri Douglas, after getting retaped on the sideline, is back in the game. Saline splits out 4 wide with Monday in the backfield. In motion is number 6, Andrew Dively. Hand off to Monday. He's hit immediately in the backfield and tackled for no gain. Brings up 2nd and 10. Julian Paul in on the tackle for Pioneer. Brings up 2nd and 10. Saline's got 3 wide to the short side. Daniels getting the play from the sidelines, looking at the defense, see what he's going to call, see if he's going to make a change. Takes the snap, hand off to Monday. Oh, he keeps it. Carries it up for a first down. Down to the Pioneer 21-yard line. Faked the handoff to Monday and followed him as his blocker right in for the first down. Again, there's 3 wide to the short side here. Daniels fakes the handoff and passes it to number 6, who is wide open. Takes a little spin and scores. Andrew Dively lined up in the backfield, makes a nice catch for a 21-yard touchdown completion to Andrew Dively. And that, the route is on unless Pioneer can make some adjustments. Looks like JT Turner's gonna, no, it is Vinny Pateri kicking. It's up and it's good. That's the 3rd extra point for Vinny Pateri. And that makes the score Saline 21, Pioneer nothing, with 4:19 remaining in the first quarter. So you couldn't have asked for a better start than this for Saline. They have run roughshod over the SEC Red for the last 5 years, and with the victory tonight, again, they clinched the SEC Red. But again, the important things for this is to see if we can't get some younger guys some experience. If we can get a big league early like we already have, we get an opportunity. And maybe if Dimitri Douglas, who is still limping on bargaining, maybe get him a break, and no sense in playing him anymore, risk some more severe injury. Like I said, he's already committed to Michigan State. Vinny Pateri runs up on the ball for his 4th kickoff. again, another touchback.
Kick tries into the end zone for a touchback. Ball is out at the 20-yard line. First and 10, Pioneer.
So Pioneer will take over on their own 20-yard line, first and 10. Don't forget that it is homecoming, so you want to stick around at halftime. They'll have the homecoming chord announced, the homecoming queen, the float presentation, the spirit awards, all the stuff you remember when you went to high school here at Saline High, or at your own high school if you didn't go here to Saline.
There's a flag on the play.
False start on Pioneer, number 22. I'm hearing that from some of our fans out there that they're having a little trouble with the live stream. So I'm sure we're working on it here at the stadium. But if you're having trouble, I've let the powers to be know that there might be some issues out there. So let's see if we can get that fixed. So it's first and 15 for Pioneer. Fumble, fall on the ball by number 94, Brad Wisniewski, and Saline takes over again. Inside on the 11-yard line. It'll be first and 10 at the Pioneer 11. Another Saline opportunity for Saline. Again, Cole Dana's in the backfield. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Monday. Picks up a couple yards. Bring up second and an 8. And they gave me a yard, so it'll be second and 9.
Number 23, Jake Jackson.
Now I got another member of the local community. Cole Daniels fakes hand off the money, keeps it, rolls around on the naked bootleg, carries it down to about the 5-yard line. Now, I think it depends on your server or whatever, but some other people are getting the live stream, but we will check on it to make sure that it's working. But it's third and about 4 for Saline at the 5-yard line. Andrew off to Andrew Dively, takes it out wide, tries to cut it up inside, and carries it in the end zone for a touchdown. Second touchdown for Dively. With the extra point, that could make the score, Saline. There's a flag after the play. JT Turner will be on to attempt the extra point. They're offsetting penalties on the play after the touchdown. Little extracurriculars. So JT Turner will be attempting his first extra point of the evening. Again, Cole Dan is the holder. Kick is up. Kick is good. And that makes the score Saline 28, Pioneer nothing, with 2:44 remaining here in the first quarter.
Saline 28, Pioneer 0.
So as you, this is Saline at its best. 28 points in the first quarter. They really are rolling well right now, and that's the way we like to see it. Hopefully they, again, we're already starting to see some substitutions. This is what you hope to do with 2 regular season games left. You want to get the opportunity. Just get them some live game experience. You know, Pioneer hasn't given up yet. They're going to be playing hard, so if you can get some of the younger guys in there against the first team of Pioneer, it'll just be valuable experience coming up in the playoffs. Again, Vinny Pateri is back to kick off for the 5th time here in the first quarter. See if he gets another touchback. Oh, it's a pooch kick. Fielded at the 35-yard line. So Saline's just trying some different things. They're not really trying to rub it into the Pioneer, but they're just doing some different things. This is what you can do when you have these big leads in the first quarter, is you work on different things that you might want to try in another game. It also puts it in the mind of your future opponents, thinking what's Saline going to do, what can they do, and so it's something to practice in a game, but when you can have the opportunity to do it something to practice and practice, when you do it in a live game, it's really beneficial. So first down, Pioneer at their own 36-yard line. Uhas in the backfield. Takes the snap. Plenty of time. Ball was intended for number 21, Eric Steinhaus. Falls incomplete. That's Steinhauer. Connor Terrick was in on the hit. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. Made some adjustments there. Had a little more time for Pioneer to throw the ball. That's a pass that Steinhauer has to bring in, even if it is a little damp out there. Hitting right in the hands. Uhas rolls out, throws on the run, complete to number 5. That's Jordan Hall. Good for the first down for Pioneer. Carries it down to the Saline 47-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. Sophomore Alex Morrison in on the tackle. Brian LaForce, Molly LaForce dad. Handoff, tackle at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Brings up 2nd and 10, Uhas on the carry. So Uhas kept that on that last one, and now we have 2nd and 10 again from the Saline 47-yard line. 2 split out here to the short side. Uhas overlooks the defense. Takes a snap, falls back, throws it complete over the middle.
Uhas' pass is complete.
Complete to number Connor Terrick on the tackle to number 22, Joel Pringle. So the 22s were in on that play. Brings up 3rd and 6 from the Saline 43-yard line. Again, Uhas back with 2 split out here to the short side. Low snap, Uhas catches it. Completes the pass. Looks like he's good enough for a 1st down to number 21, Eric Steinhauer. That gives Pioneer its 2nd 1st down. C.J. Gildersleeve in on the tackle. So and that may be the last play of the first quarter. It doesn't look like Pioneer's interested in running another play. And that it is. And so at the end of the first quarter, it's Saline 28, Pioneer 0. Great first quarter for Saline. And see how they do to improve upon that in the second quarter.
Fans, please turn your attention to the south end of the field at the 20-yard line. Saline is fortunate to have many outstanding businesses that support our academic and extracurricular activities. Tonight, we would like to recognize and thank the LaFontaine family of dealerships of Fiat Chrysler automobiles for their continued support of our cross-country programs. On the field, Claudia Pant and Chris McKinnon from the LaFontaine family of dealerships are presenting Saline Cross Country with another donation to our athletes. Their support has been crucial to keeping our
on the field is from the LaFontaine family of dealerships, making another contribution to the Saline Cross Country team. So they have a long history of supporting our Saline athletics. It was just great to see they're making another contribution here tonight on homecoming night. Just a great local business, as we have many local businesses. Matt Dejanovich from Real Estate One always advertised. See him on the digital scoreboard here. Dr. Catherine Kelly, another great supporter. Lynn Thomas Perry, another insurance agent here in town. She was here for the last home game, made a $1,000 contribution to the athletic department. Uhas makes a handoff to number 6.
number 6 on the line,
Nathan Chadwick. He's tackled for a loss back to the 39-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 13. Pioneer really needs to keep the momentum going. They had to get a couple first downs. They need to try and do something. Keep the kids involved, keep the ball moving, see what they come up with. Uhas over again, looking over the Saline defense. Takes the snap, drops back. Again, passes over the middle. Hit instantly by number 22, receives the ball, Joel Pringle. And tackled immediately by Connor Terrick, number 22. Gain of about a yard. Oh, they ruled an incomplete pass. So now it'll be third and 13 at the 39-yard line. Connor Terrick keeping up the Terrick tradition. His brother Chris was a great all-state linebacker here at Saline when we made the state finals a few years back, and then went on to play some time at the University of Michigan. So Connor is keeping that tradition alive. 3rd and 13 from the 39-yard line. Uhas takes the snap, scrambles forward, takes off running, and is tackled for a gain of about 5. Tackled again by number 22, Connor Terrick. Brings up about 4th and 7. And again, with down already 28-0, this is maybe where Pioneers just got to go for it. They don't have anything to lose, so they want to. Again, like I say, they really didn't want to pick up that 4th loss. You can make the playoffs as a 5-4 team, but the odds are stacked against you. So they really need to figure out something to try and get back in this ball game. Pioneers switching up a little bit. See if they can confuse the Saline defense. Uhas runs out to his left. He's being chased, and he's got a wide open in the end zone. And they did confuse the Saline defense on that. That motion to number 21, Eric Steinhauer, and good for a 35-yard touchdown pass. So that's okay. That's the kind of stuff that Saline, they can make some corrections. There's always teaching moments in these games. So that was a good one. Davis DeRosa is on to kick for Saline, number 17. Snap is down, kick is up, kick is good, but there's a roughing the kicker call on Saline. And that'll probably be assessed on the kickoff.
Result is the PAT is good. Personal roughing the kicker.
So that makes the score Saline 28, Pioneer 7 with 10:32 remaining. Again, that means the ball will be kicked off from the Saline 45-yard line. Maybe Pioneer's going to try something tricky now that they get the opportunity to kick off from their opponent's 45-yard line. We'll see what they do.
Back to receive this win, number 18, and number 4, MJ Griffin.
Now will be kicking off for Pioneer. Let's see if they try something. And nope, he kicks it deep into the end zone for an automatic touchback. So Saline will take over. So it'll be 1st and 10 Saline on their own 20-yard line. This is the worst starting position for Saline tonight, so let's see if they can get a fairly long sustained drive out of this. Handoff to number 15, who throws it downfield, complete to number 3, Emmett Turner. Beautiful pass by J. Drew McGovern to Emmett Turner. Another, again, they're just trying to show some of their opponents some of these different wrinkles, gives them something more to prepare for, and this isn't trying to run it up on Pioneer. They're just trying to just get some stuff to get the other teams to think about. Dively goes in motion, passes to Dively, spins on the inside, and makes the tackler missing, carries it, kicks it outside, and carries it down to the 35-yard line. Gain of about 8. Nice run after the catch by Dively. Made a few Pioneer tacklers missing, and tackled by number 11, Lyle Anfante. Daniel's making some adjustments, get some calls in from the sidelines. Daniels fakes a handoff, complete to number 81 for an easy touchdown, Brendan Murphy. Well, and then that didn't take long to Saline answer that. And, Vinny Pateri on to kick the extra point. Snap it down, kick is up, and it's good. And that makes the score Saline 35, Pioneers 7, with 9:26 remaining here in the half. As we saw in our last home game, we may even see a lot of depth on the kicking. We had Tom Robb kicking them into the end zone last home game, JT Turner. So it's amazing the depth that this Saline team has shown so far this year, and let's hope that they keep that up. I see that the floats are lined up for our halftime. Don't know if they'll bringing them down or not this year with this wet condition. They probably won't be bringing them down, but we'll announce that winner at halftime, or you'll hear it over the loudspeakers. So stay tuned for that. Vinny Pateri set to kick off. Terry puts a foot in it, kicks it deep, and back in the end zone for a touchback. And Pioneer will take over on their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10 with 9:26 remaining here in the first half.
Saline High School Powering is giving away $1 million to fuel high school athletic departments across the country. Submit your team's Power Through story for a chance to win $2,000 for your school. Go to powering.com and enter now. Power Through.
So let's now see if Pioneer can answer back. They did some deception on that last touchdown, and let's see if they got some more tricks up their sleeves. Uhas rolls, throws it out in the flat, complete to number 11. Lyle Alfade, tackled by number 4, MJ Griffin. Pick of about 8, brings up 2nd and 2 on the 20-yard line. I think that's what Pioneer's going to have to do. They're going to have to keep rolling him out, get him and run him away from the pressure, give him a little more time, see if he can throw on the run, and if he can complete the pass, that'll give Pioneer their best opportunity to complete some passes. Handoff to number 12. He's met in the backfield and tackled for a loss. That's Logan Jacobs. C.J. Gildersleeve in on the tackle. There's an injury on the play. So while we have a break in the action again, I said this is homecoming. The injured player was number it's C.J. Gildersleeve. C.J.'s committed to play at Central Michigan University, following the footsteps of his father. So that's 2 of our commits here tonight, getting a little banged up, and maybe an opportunity to, like I say, get some younger kids in here. No sense in getting these injuries when you're up by 28 points this early in the first half. I know you want to get them fresh, you want to get them some reps, but the worst thing you can do is pick up injuries here. So we'll see. Hopefully that's nothing serious with CJ, but we'll see. I think Dimitri Douglas's evening is complete, so maybe CJ's evening is done as well. So with 3rd and 3 from their own 27-yard line. Juhas pass over the middle. Intended for number 22, falls incomplete. It'll bring up 4th and 3. Connor Terrick in on the coverage. See what they do. It looks like they're bringing out the punt team. Back deep for Saline will be Ethan Collick. They fake the punt. Pass is complete to number 12. And that's what Pioneer's going to have to do. They're going to have to plays to get back in this ball game, and this is actually very good for Saline. They get to practice against this kind of stuff or in a real live game situation. So keep them aware, and it's just invaluable experience as we go forward in the rest of the season and in the playoffs. I'm sure they'll get that on film, make the necessary adjustments, because you know their opponents will be looking at that kind of stuff and see if they might be able to do something with Saline. Juhas has it at the 39-yard line, falls back to pass, throws it deep. He's got somebody open. The pass is complete to number 11. He floated that ball up there, and Lyle Anfati ran underneath it. And it's down to the Saline 19-yard line. Alex Morrison in on the tackle. See if the defense can stiffen up here. Hold them out of the end zone. Juhas again rolls out to his right. Pass over the middle, tipped, and falls incomplete. MJ Griffin in on the defense on that. Brings up 2nd and 10. With 7:39 remaining here in the first half. So you've seen a lot of interesting wrinkles here tonight. It's a fun game to watch, even if the score's a little lopsided here. Juhas went to the sideline to get the play, runs it back in. See what they got here now. See if they can't, may have something else up their sleeve. Empty backfield for Juhas. Number 11 comes in motion, hands off to him. He tries to take it on the far side, cuts it back inside, and good enough for a first down. Number 11, Lyle Anfani, makes it'll be 1st and goal to go, Pioneer. Oh, they said he didn't make the first, so it's 10, so it's 3rd and 1. Looked like he fell forward, but his knee must have kicked down, so it's 3rd and 1 at the 10-yard line. These type of plays keeps playing. They got to know what their assignment is, stay at home, make sure that they can make those tackles, so they can't relax. You're going to have some stiff opponents coming up here, so this is very, very good experience. Again, fake the handoff. Juhas keeps it, cuts back upfield, and he is swarmed under back at the 18-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 9. Probably should have handed that back off to number 11, but trying to make something else happen. Thought that he could catch Saline over pursuing on the play, and again, that's what we talked about. Saline stayed at home, were disciplined on the play, and they got the sack. So see what they do. Do they try a field goal or they go for it? I guess they're going for it. And they are. So let's see what they do. U.S. rolls out. It's being chased by Tarek. He had a receiver wide open. He was being chased for his life. Went right through his receiver's hands. And so Saline takes over on their own 18-yard line. 1st and 10 with 5:54 remaining here in the first half. Sometimes on those broken plays, when the quarterback's scrambling for his life, it's hard for the defenders to stay with their man or stay in their assignments. They sometimes get lost on that. And but fortunately, the pass fell incomplete. Now Saline has the ball. Monday on the carry, takes it out to the 19-yard line. Pick up 1. Langston Josie in on the tackle. If Saline can somehow get another touchdown here before halftime, we would start the second half with the running clock by Michigan High School Athletic Association rules. Daniels passes out in the flat, complete to number 10. Or is that 10 or 18? And Vinny Pateri on the reception. Grandma likes to see Vinny catching the ball too, along with kicking it. Brings up 3rd and 5. With 4:50 remaining here in the first half. Again, Saline splits out 5 wide. Daniels takes a snap, quick pass. Again, completes with Terry. He curls it inside, keeps on running, and he carries it over midfield, where he is popped by number 5. Jordan Hall. I think Jordan got the worst of that conclusion. He was a little shaken up on that play. But Vinny also come off the field, so make sure that that was a pretty strong hit. So they'll just check him out, make sure everything's good. So first down Saline at the Pioneer 48-yard line with 4:14 remaining here in the first half. Again, remember, if you're out there listening, we got the LaForce family listening, the Them family out there listening, the Gilbert family out there listening. Pass is complete to Brendan Murphy. He low and he carries it down to the 30-yard line. He's just a hard kid to tackle. Another first down. Bring up 1st and 10 on the Pioneer 30-yard line. Good to see to get those tight ends in on the action, and it's a tough matchup for a lot of teams. Daniels gets the offense set. Hands it off inside to Monday. He picks up a couple, brings up 2nd and 8. Dennis Simmons in on the tackle, number 13, Patrick Parton for Pioneer. Brings up 2nd and 8. Saline's got 3 spread out to the wide side. Again, Saline's in no hurry. There's 3:06 remaining here in the first half. Daniels fakes a handoff, steps back. He had some open receivers. He just, I think he threw that before he was ready. Never got his feet set. So that brings up 3rd and 8 on the 28-yard line with 2:57 remaining here in the first half.
They're bringing up 3rd and 8 for Saline at the 28-yard line.
Daniels takes the snaps, rolls to his right, throws it, complete, but there is a flag on the play. Holding against Saline. It was complete to Emmett Turner, but it's going to go for naught. So holding against Saline, so it'll bring about 18. Remember, this is the game of the week in the state of Michigan, MLive's game of the week. They won the vote. They had 46% of the vote. So we get a little extra coverage here tonight. So check your local papers, and you'll see you get some interesting information about the game, some pictures, etc. So it's always good. So now it'll be 3rd and 25 at the 45-yard line. Again, another opportunity for Saline to work on something. You know, they're may have those possibilities in later games, so it's good to work on it. Daniels fakes a handoff. It's a screen pass intended for Monday, but it falls incomplete. Oh, actually they ruled it a catch, so it's a loss of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 27. Vinny Peterian to punt the ball away. First punt for Saline tonight, with just over 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Number 11 is back deep for Pioneer, Lyle Infante. Again, no rush for Saline. Working the clock. Going to wait till under 2 minutes left to punt the ball away. Now they're ready. Terry takes the snap, puts a foot into it, end over end, hits it about the 10-yard line, and it's down at about the 14-yard line, where Pioneer will take over with 1:37 remaining here in the first half. Connor Terry downs the ball on the punt team. Things have slowed down a little bit here in the second quarter, but Saline still getting an opportunity to work on things, looking good, up comfortably, 28 points right now, heading into the end of the first half. I'm sure Coach Palka will have some things to say to the boys at halftime. Hopefully we can, I see Dimitri Douglas is standing, looking all right. CJ Gildersleeve is no longer receiving tension on the sideline, so again, hopefully he just got a little dinged up there. Uhas's pass was intended for number 21, Eric Steinhauer, who wide open over the middle. Unfortunately, was unable to maintain possession, or fortunately for Saline, and that brings up 2nd and 10. We want to see good defense for their team, get some experience, get some other kids out there that maybe don't get an opportunity to play, and we want them to play against Pioneer's best. So I think we'll see a lot of that here in the second half. Uhas has not been helped out by his receiver. Steinhauer has dropped a few of those balls, so and it's probably because of the pressure by the Saline defense. Uhas rolls out on the run, stops, looks downfield, completes it to number 11, where he's tackled immediately. By Connor Terrick, number 22. There's a whistle stopping the play. Timeout Saline with 1:19 remaining, so maybe they're going to see if they can't hold them and get that ball back and try and get that score before halftime. I see that we have several former Saline students listening at the University of Michigan tonight. Mitchell Gashi and Nick Faulkner are listening up there at Mary Markley, and I'm sure there's some other former students out there. If you let me know, I'll be glad to mention you on air. It's always good to have fans. I know that we have people listening to us all over the country, and it's glad to see you still tune in and support your school. Here we come back from the timeout. Again, there's 1:19 remaining, 3rd and 6. See what Pioneer dials up. See if Saline can hold him. Uhas quick pass, intended for Steinhauer. Behind him, defended well on the play, brings up 4th and 6. Grant Armstrong defending on the play. So Saline will get an opportunity to get the ball back and see if they can't put more points on the board here at the end of the first half. Ethan Collick back to make sure they don't do that fake punt again. Saline be looking for that. They don't. They snap it. End over end kick. They kick it away from Collick. And it'll be downed inside the 50-yard line in Pioneer territory, where Saline will take over with 1:07 remaining in the first half. Daniels takes a quick hit out to Emmett Turner. He's hit immediately, spins around, and loses about 2 back at the 50-yard line. Saline timeout on the play. Turner was tackled by Nathan Chadwick, so it'll bring up 2nd and 14. Again, Saline's just trying to work on some things, and I think they're trying to, it's like a hurry up offense, see what they can do just before halftime. Again, just opportunities in these type of games to work on certain things. As I look over the crowd, it's good to see Jonathan Firehammer back from Michigan State, coming back and supporting his high school team, or former high school team. Jonathan was drum major, member, integral part of the marching band. Now doing well up at Michigan State. Was carrying a 4.0 last time I checked, so good to see he's back here and rooting on the team tonight. Daniels drops back to pass, throws it out over the middle, caught right off the hands of Andrew Diver. Beautiful pass, just slipped off the hands. It was a real nice play, right down the seam. Lyle Fadi was in on the coverage. It was a tough catch, but a beautiful pass by Daniels. Brings up 3rd and 14 with 56 seconds remaining here in the first half. Daniels again takes the snap, drops back. Again, lofts it up down Turner. Got a lot of bumping and pushing down there, but you know, they were doing it both ways. Up 4th and 14. Vinny Pateri comes on to punt with 51 seconds remaining here in the first half. Again, Saline was just trying to work on some things. Number 11, Ofadi, back to return for Pioneer. Terry gets the snap, puts a foot into it. Ofati runs away from it. And it's down at the 2-yard line with 41 seconds remaining here in the first half. MJ Griffin in on to down the punt. This is going to be an interesting problem for Pioneer because Saline's going to come full house, I would imagine, see if they can't get a safety or something more here. They've got Pioneer backed up on their own goal line. Let's see what the defensive coordinator dials up, see if they send a blitz and try and wreak some havoc on Pioneer. Uhas is up under center for the first time tonight. I think he's just going to try and bull his way forward. See if either that or try and draw Saline off sides. He does, pushing himself forward and picks up about a yard. And try to give him a little breathing room and run out the clock here in the first half. Trevor Garbo, number 56, in on the tackle. Excuse me on that. Pioneers trying, if they can, not to run another play, but if they do, only one more. And that'll be the end of the first half. And it does not appear that they're going to have to run another play. So your score at halftime will be Saline 35, Pioneers 7. Remember, coming up, it's all the homecoming festivities. Stay tuned, see who wins who's our new homecoming queen, who wins the Spirit Award, the Float Award, and all those different things. And we'll catch you here in the second half.
To kick off tonight's program, we'd like to present the Saline High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Nate Landon, Ben Reed, and Scott Knell, and featuring drum majors Michael Lance and Anna Laughlin. They will be performing Everything toward the end of the program. We thank them for providing the backdrop for tonight's program. On behalf of the Saline High School and all of the students and alumni who are here tonight, the Saline High School Student Council, which hosts and sponsors all Hong festivities this week, would like to extend a special thank you to our class advisors for the countless hours spent with their classes designing and building their class floats. For the freshman class of 2021, Miss Mary Ciata and Miss Liz Yu. For the sophomore class of 2020, Mr. Josh Reeves and Miss Jen Denson. The junior class of 2019, Miss Jen Dodge and Miss Holly Lee. And the senior class of 2018, Mrs. Chris Trainer. Student Council also thanks the parents who volunteered their workers for tonight's parade. Tanya Padawan, David Nelson, Regina Caswell, Chuck Holt, Michael Wright, Kathy Cropsey, and Hank Masco. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you also to Principal David Rapp, Principal Jody Galinsky, Assistant Principals Joe Malka, Teresa Stager, Kurt Evanson, and Athletic Director Scott Tyson for your support for all of the activities and events this week, including Powder Puff Football Game, Spirit Week, the Pop Assembly, the parade, and tomorrow's games. And now, the 2017 Homecoming Court has assembled on the field. Representatives from each class were nominated by their peers in their respective classes. These students are honored tonight for their friendliness, spirit, enthusiasm, and participation at the high school. The senior court consists of the Mr. Prettylegs finalists and the Queen nominees. Mr. Prettylegs is determined by a collection of donations that this year will support the Houston SPCA, an animal rescue organization in need after Hurricane Harvey. The Queen candidates were nominated by their senior class, but the winner was determined by vote by the entire student body. Representing the freshman class in 2021 is Callista Issel and Gavin Lytle. Callista is the daughter of Mark and Kathy Issel. She's an active member of the Saline varsity sideline and competitive cheer teams. Her favorite subject in school is math. She's excited and honored to be here representing her class. Gavin Lytle is the son of David and Deborah Lytle. He's an athlete in two sports, JV football and track. He was also on the field earlier this week as a band leader for the Powder Puff football game. Gavin says that he enjoys helping others and making people happy. Congratulations to both Melissa and Gavin. Representing the sophomore class of 2020 is Aaron Riley and Colin McGreal. Aaron Riley is the daughter of Jim and Erica Riley. Aaron is a three-sport athlete in basketball, soccer, and field hockey. Her favorite subject in school is English, and she is happy and honored to be here tonight. Her escort, Colin McGreal, is the son of Joe and Sheila McGreal. Colin is a member of the JV soccer team and a member of SAD. He also is a soccer player for Liverpool FC. Colin appreciates the honor of representing his class tonight. Representing the junior class of 2019 is Audrey Barsh and Nolan Wright. Audrey Barsh is the daughter of David and Rachel Barsh. She loves to sing and belongs to various choir groups, including Choir Council, Poetic Harmonies, and the Varsity Blues. She's excited to be representing her class tonight in the footsteps of her sisters. Audrey is being escorted by Nolan Wright, the son of Michael and Ann Wright. Nolan runs track and plays football, as well as an active member in Link Crew, Student Council, and NHS. He is also a chairman in the Executive Student Advisory Board and owns his own business. He loves to attend STEM programs at Ford Motor Company and is grateful for this honor tonight. Congratulations to Audrey and Nolan. And now, it is time to introduce the homecoming court from the senior class of 2018. First, we have Kelly Adamovich and Jake White. Kelly is accompanied by her parents, Paul and Mary Kay. She's a dual sport varsity athlete in track and cross country, for which she is captain. She is also in the 10 tons and chamber choir. She works as a lifeguard and actively volunteers with Heritage Helpers and church. When Kelly graduates, she wants to travel the world and make it a better place. She hopes to major in environmental science and minor in vocal performance. Escorting Kelly was Jake White, a senior and a finalist in the Mr. Goodnights contest. He is the son of Rob and Dawn White. And during his high school experience, he has been a member of many clubs including Drama Club, Marching Band, 10 Tones, and NHS. After graduation, he plans to audition for music programs. His advice to the underclass? Be happy with who you are. Congratulations to Kelly and Jake. Next is Claire Caitlin and Derek Lamone. Claire is accompanied by her parents, Brett and Lisa Caitlin. Claire puts her creative talent to practice as a leader in the photo club and the National Arts Honor Society. She is also a member of the marching band and dances at Dance Step Studio. Claire hopes to attend Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis to study pre-art therapy. This advice to underclassmen sums up her personality. High school can tear you up mentally, so always remember to take care of yourself first. Get sleep, eat, don't stress too much, everything is going to turn out fine. Escorting Claire is Derek Lamone, the son of Mike and Ginger Lamone. He is a cross-country captain and member of the track team, National Honor Society, and in his free time, he is actively involved in Destination Imagination. After graduation, Derek hopes to study computer science and history at Reed College in Oregon. Congratulations to Claire and Derek. The next candidates on the field are Erica Simpson and Dominic Dorsett. Erica is the daughter of Anthony and Carmen Woods. Erica is a member of a variety of clubs and athletics, including track, student council, NHS, Connecting Club, and book club. She is also a youth group leader and a nanny. This young lady plans to attend college and then possibly law school. Escorting Erica is Dominic Dorsett. Dominic is the son of Darren and Wendy Dorsett. You may recognize Dominic from his various stage appearances with groups such as Young People's Theater, Encore Theater, and Northridge Church Worship Group. Dominic can also be seen regularly in Detroit's Eastern Market and local cider mills where he often busks or plays music for money. He is also active in NHS, Chamber Orchestra, and Slate Fiddler's Philharmonic. After graduation, Dominic plans on attending a university or conservatory for musical theater. His advice to underclassmen: don't procrastinate in getting stuff done. Make schedules to keep yourself on track. Congratulations to Erica and Dominic. And our next candidates are Abby Wilson and Jameson Swanson. Abby Wilson is being escorted by her parents, Paul and Jennifer Wilson. Abby is a varsity cross-country and track member, as well as a member of the indoor track club. She is also the senior class vice president, the secretary of Interact, and a member of NHS. She is an active member in her church, having been on missions to Costa Rica, Guatemala, and New Mexico. She hopes to go into the medical field after graduation. Escorting Abby is Jameson Swanson, son of Sherry Swanson. Jameson is captain of the track team. He is also an active member of Student Council, Strive, He for She, and NHS. You may have seen him at Brecon Village where he was a waiter. He volunteers to tutor Latin American kids, coordinates blood drives through the American Red Cross, and helps Saline area social services. And after high school, he plans to attend a 4-year university, hopefully U of M. His advice for underclassmen is to stay organized and have fun while high school lasts. Congratulations to Abby and Jameson. committee, who collected and counted coins, tweets, and retweets to determine the winner, we would like to congratulate the winner of Mr. Pretty Life's 2017. Congratulations to Jameson Swanson. And now, the 2017 homecoming queen is Claire England. And now for the results of the Sidewalk Challenge, float judging, and class spirit contest. The Sidewalk Challenge is a new event this year in which clubs and organizations competed head-to-head in the sidewalk chalk. Parade goers voted for the best. And the winner of a $200 prize for the Sidewalk Challenge is the Sign Language Club. And now to present this year's class floats. Class floats were judged on how well they represented their theme, their craftsmanship and creativity in class participation. Judges were selected from the Saline High School faculty. The class floats are the freshman class of 2021, 2-year zone and beyond. From the sophomore class of 2020, Blast the Pioneers. From the junior class of 2019, 3, 2, 1, Blast Off. And from the senior class of 2018, Beam 'em Up. We congratulate all classes for their teamwork, creativity, and putting their class floats together. Please join me in congratulating the students, class advisors, and parents on a job well done. This year, the first place float award goes to the junior class of 2019. The principal's award goes to the freshman class of 2021. And finally, the spirit trophy for 2017 goes to the senior class of 2018. Thank you and congratulations to all students for expressing your heart pride during Homecoming Week 2017. Current students, please join us tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for our homecoming dance that is out of this world. Thank you and enjoy the rest of this game.
began. I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. Was in the spring, when spring became the summer.
Fans, it is time for the 50-50 raffle ticket on. So get up those proceeds from the draw benefit the Saline Football Club. Tonight's winner will be receiving $707. So please get your tickets out. The winning ticket is an orange ticket, and the number is 780713. Once again, that winning ticket number is 780713. If this is your number, please come up to the announcer stand and claim your prize. And thank you for supporting the Saline Football Club. Once again, fans, that 50-50 raffle ticket, the winning ticket number is 780713. If that is your ticket, please come on out to the press box to receive your prize. 780713.
Performance. Congratulations to all the winners and our new homecoming queen. And let's get ready for the second half kickoff. Saline will receive the second half kickoff, leading 35-7. Patrick Parton will kick off for actually 21. Eric Steinhauer will kick off for Pioneer. Back deep will be MJ Griffin. It looks like Vinny Pateri. Griffin feels the kick at the 7. Runs it back over the 20, over the 30. He's got a seam. Got a kicker, forces him out of bounds inside Pioneer territory at the 49-yard line. Nice return. About 43 yards on the return. Saline will take over 1st and 10 at the Pioneer 49-yard line. That's the way Saline wanted to come out here to start the second half. Daniels is back in at quarterback. Daniels keeps the ball. Carries it down inside the 45-yard line where it'll be 2nd and 5. Just inside the 45. Langston Larimore Josie on the tackle. Again, Daniels keeps the ball after faking the handoff to Andrew Dively. Picks up about 4, brings up 3rd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
And number 23, Nathan Chadwick. That'll be a 3rd and short.
Saline gets right up the line. That doesn't allow Pioneer to make any substitutions or adjustments. Daniels fakes a handoff, keeps it again, gets the first down. It's all Cole Daniels with his feet here to start the second half, but there is an injury for Pioneer. Number 44, Larimore Josian on the tackle. Well, it's a very hard-hitting game today. A lot of people dinged up. That's number 11, Lyle Anafade. Saline had a couple of players dinged up here in the first half. Dimitri Douglas, and who's still on the sidelines, and unfortunately C.J. Gildersleeve does not appear to be on the sidelines, so I think they've taken him out to maybe see if for some tests or something. We hope the best for that. Anafade's been all over the field, offensively and defensively for Pioneer. He's walking off under his own power, but he does look to be shaken up a bit. It's 1st and 10 Saline at the Pioneer 31-yard line. Daniels looks to the sideline first call. Again, Saline's in no rush. Just trying to get some good work in. Dively comes in motion. Again, they fake the handoff to him, and Daniels keeps it. For the 4th play in a row, Cole Daniels keeps the ball. Give Dively a lot of credit. He's taking a hit every time they fake that handoff.
2nd and 7.
He's up 2nd and 7 from the 28-yard line. Daniels pass is complete to number 4, M.J. Griffin. And he comes up a little gimpy. Just one of those nights. Brings up 3rd and 2 from the 20, inside the 24-yard line. He was enjoyed in the backfield by Hayden Scott and Brendan Monday. Daniels fakes a handoff, completes to Dively, makes a nice move on the inside, and scores a touchdown. His 3rd touchdown of the evening. A 22-yard touchdown completion. Dively's having a great night tonight with his 3rd touchdown. JT Turner on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, kick is good. And that makes the score Saline 42, Pioneer 7 with 8:39 remaining here in the third quarter. On this kickoff, after the ball is blown into play, it will be a running clock by Michigan High School Athletic Association rules. As long as the point differential is 35 or more, it'll remain a running clock.
Please contact Matt for some professional advice from a great supporter of Saline Athletics. 734-476-7100 or go to www.isellandarbor.com.
Vinny Pateri comes out to kick the ball off again. Michael McMullen back deep to receive the kick along with Logan Jacobs, number 12. Terry runs up, kicks the ball and out of the end zone for an automatic touchback. And Pioneer will take over with 8:39 remaining here in the third quarter with Saline ahead 42-7. Timeout Pioneers. So apparently there were not enough guys on the field. Somebody wasn't ready coming out here at their first possession in the second half. And that's what can happen when you get a little down, get a little discouraged here. But, you know, try to keep things up, keep positive, get some work in. Still a lot of football to play. Not only today, Pioneer has 2 more games after this. So they need to win those last 2 games after tonight to have any shot at making the playoffs. As we said earlier tonight, Saline has already qualified for the playoffs. They need to rack up the points to get that playoff position, hopefully host some playoff games. So now we're all set here for Pioneers' first possession of the second half. Uhas takes a pass, throws out in the flat. Ball is complete. Hit immediately by MJ Griffin. Driven back, but they'll give him forward possession. Nathan Chadwick on the catch. Brings up 2nd and 8. Chadwick in the backfield along with Uhas. Uhas takes the snap, being chased. Almost intercepted. MJ Griffin made a nice play on the ball. Also in on the coverage was number 2, Ethan Collick. Bring up 3rd and 8.
Ball is on the
with the clock running with 7:13 remaining here in the third quarter. There was some nice defensive back work on there. Read that play well. Had two defenders right in the area. Juhas surveys the field. Takes the snap. Drops straight back. And is met immediately by number 95, Danny Wiedmeyer. That'll fourth and about 15. Danny, as you might remember, last year was the starting pitcher in the state championship finals that Saline proved victorious on. Expecting big things from Danny again this year on the varsity baseball team.
Number 13, Patrick Parton.
Parton on back to kick. Ethan Collick deep to receive. Parton gets the kick. Line drive kick. Collick fields it. Falls forward to the 36-yard line where it'll be first down Saline with 5:44 remaining here in the third quarter. Again, it is a running clock. We only stop for timeouts, injuries, and scores. Let's hope we have no more injuries tonight. I see C.J. Gildersleeve has made it back to the sideline, and unfortunately he does not have his uniform on, so his day is done. New quarterback in for Saline is number 9, Logan Evans. Evans takes a handoff, or snap, throws it out in the flat to number 15. Drew McGovern, who scampers in for the touchdown on a 36-yard line, 36-yard completion. However, there is a flag about the 21-yard line, so we'll have to wait and see. Might be an illegal block downfield. And it is against Saline. Holding number 81, Brendan Murphy. It'll remain first down. It's from the spot of the foul, so it'll be first and down and 9 now. So Saline gained a yard on that play. Actually, they got 2 yards out of it, so it'll be first and 8. It was a nice play, though. Again, trying to work on different things. Handoff inside Hayden Scott, who cuts it out to the outside, racing for the end zone, and is tackled inside the 5-yard line at about the 2. Beautiful run, huge hole for Hayden Scott. And it'll be first and goal to go for Saline. Ball will be placed at the 3-yard line. Saline splits out 3 to the short side. We're refs blow the play dead. Pioneer calls their second timeout with 3:54 remaining here in the third quarter. Saline's moving the ball very efficiently. Like I say, this is a good opportunity to get some other players into the game and get some valuable experience, because as we've seen tonight, we've had a few injuries, and you just never know when you're going to be called on. It's got to have that next man up philosophy, so get as much playing time as we can for those second, third stringers, because you just never know what might happen. Remember, we are back here next week for our last game of the season against Ypsilanti High. So hope you all can either come on out to the stadium or tune in. We'll, if you can't make it, you know, you can listen to us, and we'll give you the play-by-play. So first and goal will go from the 3. Evans takes the snap, fakes it, takes the naked bootleg, and scampers into the end zone. The defense pursued, and he took it to the backside and walked in the end zone untouched. Vinny Pateri will attempt the extra point. Kick is up, kick is good. And that makes the score Saline 49, Pioneer 7, with 3:49 remaining here in the third quarter.
With 3:49 remaining in the third, Saline 49 and our Pioneer 7. Fans looking for information on all things Saline athletics, head to SalineHornets.com to see articles, pictures, schedules, and much more. Or follow along on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Saline Athletics.
There's another big football game here in town tomorrow night at Michigan Stadium, the Big House. Michigan State. Depending on who you root for, it should be an exciting contest, and just positive feedback all around, hopefully, for that game. Come on out. They sent out memos to everyone regarding behavior and stuff, and as the crowd tonight has been very well behaved, we hope that carries over to tomorrow night. JT Turner set to kick off here. Turner puts a foot in it, and he also kicks it in the end zone for an automatic touchback, and Pioneer will take over at the 20 with 3:49 remaining in the third quarter. See what the defense has to offer. Again, we get some new guys out there, get some playing experience. Some of the starters are still out there. We're also getting some of the younger guys in there, give them an opportunity to play. Uhas steps back, does a fake pump, being chased, flushed out of the pocket, picks up a first down.
Steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The run is good for Pioneer first down.
First down Pioneer on their own 31-yard line with under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Pioneer's not in a rush. They have things they want to work on, so it's time to be disciplined and get some work in. And again, it's good that they have their first string out there. It gives our second string defenders an opportunity to work against the first string. US takes the snap, drops back, being pressured, and escapes 2 tacklers, throws it downfield, and bounces it to his intended receiver, number 3, DeNarco Harris. There was a lot of pressure in on Uhas, eluded the rush, got the pass off. Had a receiver open, but just didn't have enough on it to get down there. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line. toss rolls out. Pass is intercepted. However, I do believe they ruled him out of bounds. Intercepted by MJ Griffin, tipped by Ethan Collick. Brings up 3rd and 10. Just over a minute remaining here in the third quarter. Takes the snap. Chase flushed out of the pocket. Forced out of bounds by number 98, Adonis Gamo. And that should be the last play of the third quarter. It'll be 4th and 9 from their own 32-yard line. Doubt that Pioneer will kick this ball off until the end of the third quarter, until the start of the fourth quarter. And that will be the last play of the third quarter with your score: Saline 49, Pioneer 7.
And that is the end of the third quarter. Saline on top 49, Pioneer 7.
So again, what you're looking for here in the fourth quarter is some of the younger players getting some good experience, getting some of that playing time in, trying to keep the offense moving smoothly and the defense. If you're Pioneer, you just want to get something going. But right now, they're going to be punting away to start the fourth quarter. Looks like Brendan Monday will be back to receive the punt.
Number 26, Brendan Monday, is actually returning the punt. Number 13 for Pioneer.
Good punt, kicks it over Mundy's head. Now he just needs to stay away. It's going to roll down inside the 10, and we'll be down about the 7.5-yard line. Great punt for Pioneer, one of the positive spots tonight. So this will be good to see the second string offense, see what they can do, pin back in their own end zone, see if they can engineer a 93-yard drive and put some points on the board and churn up the rest of this clock. We got a new quarterback for Saline. Andrew Arbaugh in at quarterback. Andrew Arbaugh. Arbaugh takes the snap, hands it off. Looks like a loss of about 2 on the play. Joel Clemenga on the run. Nathan Chadwick on the tackle for Pioneer. Brings up 2nd and 12. See if we can get it out of the shadow of our own end zone. Arbaugh pump fakes, little screen pass, again to number 30. Joel Clemenga gets it back to the original line of scrimmage where it'll be 3rd and 10.
Tackle by number 24, Keyshawn Cotton. 10.
Again, it is a running clock, so we're just down to about 10 minutes here in the game. Harbaugh takes the snap, rolls out, throws a pass downfield, and it is intercepted. Didn't quite get enough zip on that.
By number 12, Logan Jacobs.
Logan Jacobs on the interception.
10 on the 20-yard line, the 30-yard line.
They'll have the ball on their own, on the Saline 30-yard line. So again, an opportunity for the defense to step up. Again, the clock is running. About 9:20 remaining here in the game. Nope, new quarterback for Pioneer, number 16, David Brines. Number 2 on the carry, Michael McMullen. Pick up about 5. Andy Clark in on the tackle. Bring up 2nd and 5 for the 25. Up under center, takes the snap, hand off to number 2, and he's met immediately by number 91, Connor Payne.
Number 2, Michael McMullen. Check by number 91, Connor Payne.
Loss of about a yard, brings up 3rd and 6. Looked like Connor knew what that play was going to be, shot the gap, and met him right in the backfield as soon as he handed the ball off. Again, Pioneers in no hurry, just trying to get this game over. Under 8 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. Rhines rolls out, and there'll be pass interference on that play. Looks like he's got his arm wrapped around him. Isaac Zembeck in on the pass interference, makes it half the distance to goal line. Or it'll be first down Pioneer with on the 13-yard line with 7:22 remaining.
After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 10 Pioneer.
Hand off to McMullen again, right up the middle. Picks up about 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the run. Tackled at the 10-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and 7.
Looks like Danny Sislow and number Max Fair on it. I think it's Max Fair. They both have one's 51, other is 57. Pass is incomplete.
Pass by number 16 falls incomplete.
Host of Saline defenders in on that play. Yes, Max Fair. Brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 for Pioneer.
With just about 6 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter.
6 minutes remaining in this game.
Bryant takes it out of the shotgun, hands it off, to McMullen. Carries it down inside the 5. It'll be 4th and 1.
Tackled by number 51, Daniel Sislow.
Danny Sislow in on the tackle. Be 4th and 1. Let's see if these defenders can hold them out of the end zone. Stop them from getting the first down. Yeah, you can't tell. The 7-1 are just like a dog. Good camera angle here. Bryans makes an adjustment. Tries a quarterback sneak, and it doesn't look like he made it. Might have lost a yard. Grant Armstrong in on the tackle. So Saline will take the ball over with 4:30 remaining. So we'll see if Saline can just run the clock out here. They'll have the ball on their own 4-yard line. He actually was out on the field. They had him running back and forth. He was subbing in and out. Now Logan Evans back in at quarterback. Omega takes the handoff. It's met in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play, brings up 2nd and 12 with 3:40 remaining here in the game. Keyshawn Cotton in on the tackle. Saline has to be careful not to go much further backwards. Evans makes a nice pass to Vinny Pateri. Makes a nice spin move and carries it out over the 20-yard line. First down, Saline out at the 23-yard line. Nice play by Vinny Pateri. Rumor has it Vinny will be playing football next year at the University of Massachusetts on a football scholarship. So that's great for Vinny. Several of the current Saline players will be playing again next year, whether football or another sport. Hand off to Clemenga. Kicks it outside and carries it over the 25 to about the 27-yard line. With just over 2:30 remaining. Morgan Tinsley in on the tackle. Omega is getting a lot of the work here in the 4th quarter. Logan Evans fakes the pitch, keeps the ball, and carries it out for a first down. Out to about the 34-yard line. With 2 minutes remaining here in the game.
Tackle just short of the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Saline.
Evans takes the snap, hands it out for Clemenga. Takes it outside and carries it up just short of the 40-yard line. About a minute and a half remaining. 32 in on the tackle. Omega's, like I say, getting a lot of work here. It's good for him. As the junior, it's just great to get all these carries. Logan Evans takes a knee, and we'll have to take one more snap, and that'll be the ball game. Brings up 3rd and 12, but that will take one more snap, and that'll be the teams will line up, and we'll call it a successful homecoming. Hopefully the injuries to Dimitri Douglas, who's still dressing on the sideline, and CJ Gilbert's sleeve are not too severe, but I see that CJ is on the sidelines with crutches, so that's not a good sign, but hopefully it's nothing serious. So they're going to let the clock run out. Evans took another knee, and that'll be the final play of the game. And the final score will be Saline 49, Pioneer 7. Remember to join us back here again next week for our last game of the regular season when we play Ypsilanti High School and Coach Freddie Jackson coming back to town. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody, and see you again next week.
Saline High School has enjoyed hosting NRA Pioneer and their fans. We look forward to seeing you at future events. The Hornets take the field next Friday for their regular season